Welcome in. Clippers taking on the Lakers tonight here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Moslin. We got your pregame show starting about 9 minutes from now. We are 122 days straight into Clippers talk. This is our 122nd day of having Clippers talk for you guys. And hopefully tomorrow's 123. Hopefully after a Clippers victory tonight. They got to win this game, guys. Absolutely no excuses for this one. Luka's not playing yet. They don't have AD. Zubac should have 30. They actually give the ball. What up, Oscar? What up, Sore Losers Gaming? Are the Mavs really going to get KD? I mean, if they pulled that off, everybody would have to shut up, I guess. Oh, well, I didn't know they were going to do that. What are they giving up, though? Well, there's talks of a three-way trade between Miami, Phoenix, and Golden State. A big trade. No, Luka Doncic is not playing tonight. Might be back on Saturday. I do not want to imagine the Clippers losing this game. I won't stand for it. They have to win this game. What's so funny, Jake? They could not lose this game.
No, it's just the way you said it. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I promise.
Oh, I'm not laughing with me.
They're going to be fine.
That's more like it.
They're going to win tonight.
They better. This will be the worst loss of the season. If they lose to the Lakers.
The worst loss of
Yeah,
the season?
if you lose to the Lakers, everybody's hoping for the Clippers. If they lost to the Lakers without Luka, without AD, with how close they are in the standings to them, this is the worst loss.
I would agree it's demoralizing. But worse?
It would screw them in the standings.
But we're not worried about that tonight, Adam.
I am.
I'm not.
There's only like 40 games left.
LeBum will get his 40. Whatever.
Wow.
I said it.
Wow.
And I'll say it again if you want me to. But I think, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood.
Because if they're not, it's the worst loss of the season.
You can't bring that negative stuff around here.
I'm just saying, they better be fine.
We're back home. It's good to be home.
I want a slaughter.
We're going to get one. It's going to be a good win. Good win tonight.
Oscar said, I believe in Big Brother Jake. Why?
Shout out, Oscar. Why? Because I'm positive.
Oscar Burroughs Rangel.
You should have the same attitude, Adam.
You should have the same attitude. If they lost this game,
I'll be mad. But you're the one that had to do Clippers talk, not me.
You see this guy?
I said what I said. But we'll be fine. I'm not worried. We're going to be all right. Chat, we're going to be all right. Let Adam know. He's over here worrying.
I'm not worried. I'm just saying.
If anyone says you better win, you're worried.
No, I'm saying you better win because they got nobody tonight. They got LeBron.
No, you were right. They got nobody.
They got Austin Reeves. Wow.
I am a LeBum hater. I'm sorry. I've never been a fan.
You gotta recognize greatness, y'all.
I'm just saying. He's a great player. I just don't like him.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
He's one of the best to ever do it.
I mean, I feel the same way.
He's like in the top 70, to ever do it. I'm being silly, man. Top 5.
Jake's in a good mood, y'all.
I am. Had a great weekend.
Wow.
And get to be here with you guys. Even Adam.
Yeah. Big blessed. The big blessing over here.
The big blessing.
I think Vic used to call that. He used to say that for Shaq, I think.
Yeah,
the big blessing.
Oh, y'all, the big blessing, y'all. That was a horrible. I know, that was horrible. Feeling you.
Yeah.
I used to love hearing the downtown hoop dojo. Shout out Vic the Brick. Yeah, yo.
What about the Cardinals? The blood of the birds, y'all. I want the blood of the birds.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I hear you. You tell Intuit to keep it down. We're trying to broadcast over here.
Michael Thompson's the man.
Yeah, he's a fan. He's a fan.
No.
He's a fan.
The man.
Nah,
I
love
wasn't
Michael.
there. He predates me by like a couple months. But everybody always said at AM 570 he's just the nicest guy
Nothing
ever.
but class, honestly.
Then I had to deal with just Steve and Pat O'Brien. No, it was Steve and Chris Myers. And Chris was always nice to me. Chris was always nice to me.
I love Chris Myers, great guy, but if you didn't get him an iced tea right away, he would be moody. And guess what? I would never do. I would never get him an iced tea because I'm working. Oh, drink.
Well, see what happens if I don't have a Diet Coke here.
Yeah, you broadcasted to the world how terrible of a person I am.
That's not even true.
And guess what? I brought you one and a
Y'all,
water today.
there wasn't one here earlier. I don't care. I went and got my own. No, I'm saying I was fine. I didn't even bat an eye.
But then I get you.
I don't expect it.
Oh,
I don't expect it.
Why are you lying to the chat like that?
I don't expect it, chat. I don't.
You know, I'm logging off. I'm here, but I'm not here. Yes, of course.
I don't hear any commercials.
Yeah.
Not right now. Now I hear it. I hear it now. Oh, Rick Pitino.
Chat, we about to start. Why you guys say that, Oscar? Adam isn't load managing on the hair product tonight? Wow.
Wow. Off the top rope, Oscar. Oscar's my new favorite in the chat.
Wait till I show you Jake's haircut.
I don't have hair, but I can grow a head of hair. There's a difference. That's a flex.
It is a flex.
I look good for my age, damn it.
You do look good.
Thank you. So do you, Adam. I like the haircut.
Wish he meant it. Welcome into Clippers Countdown. As your 28-21 LA Clippers are back home and hosting the 28-19 Los Angeles Lakers. And once again, they have landed another young franchise superstar to build around in Luka the Don, Luka Doncic. But while they wait for him to get healthy for his first shot at the Clippers in the purple and gold, we have a huge game in the West with seeding implications on the line as the Clippers have a chance to take a commanding 2-0 lead in the regular season series, putting them in a much better position to win the head-to-head tiebreaker before things bounce back to conference record, where then the Lakers would have an advantage. So aside from all the news from the Lake Show with a player who will not be on the court tonight, this game is massive for the Clippers, especially coming off a 4-game road trip where they went 2-2 with a loss on Sunday in Toronto to the Raptors. Your final score was 115-110. Here was Coach Luke post-game on what went wrong. Clippers are going to have to bring it on both ends of the court themselves tonight against their in-city rival. Tip-off in round 2 of the Battle of Los Angeles between your Los Angeles Clippers and the Lakers is just about 56 minutes away. Coming up here in the pregame show, you're going to hear from the head coach in Lu, plus Tomer Azarly will be here. But up next, it's your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. How was that, guys?
How was that? I mean, it was,
award-winning.
I was talking to the chat.
Oh, okay. Well,
wait, Jake, what were you saying? What were you saying, dog? I thought I heard award-winning.
You might have, but not no more. I take it back now.
Do you guys want to see Big Bro and Carlo?
Don't look at
and
me.
Chris Taylor for Lee's statistician? Is this the man you're siding with? Is this your king?
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank you, Oscar. Sounded great. Award-winning. Is that only because Jake said it and you like him?
Oscar could do no wrong in my eyes.
Just wait. The chat is fickle.
You know what's even more fickle?
Uh-oh.
My love for you.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, you got an update on that trade?
Dude, I don't know. They're shopping Durant, though, and I think the Warriors are willing to give up Draymond. And Phoenix is the only team Jimmy will sign a long-term deal with. So if Phoenix really wants Jimmy, they're going to have to go through Golden State, and I could see it being a 3-team trade.
That's what some are reporting. Some are saying the Dallas Mavericks could end up with KD.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Even Jake saw it.
Send him to the East, man. Send him to the East.
Oh, here we go. Oscar again. Big Brother Jake is the man.
Shout out, Oscar.
Send him to the East.
F is right about this record. Last 48 games, the Clippers have won 38 of them against the Lakers. It's incredible. And the first one here at Intuit Dome. Clippers hosting the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just 53 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. This is the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. It is Clippers Countdown. Coming up, you're going to hear from the head coach in Lu, but joining the show right now is your radio voice of the Clippers, Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, my guy, how we doing?
Adam, you have a haircut. If you have the ability to watch on YouTube at Clippers Talk, you are missing maybe the sharpest haircut in history. I might cut myself.
It's like a porcupine.
No, it's just like so good looking. Like I'm a little worried, you know what I mean?
So hot right now.
You see what I'm saying? Isn't it a little warmer up here?
Why
Jake?
are you laughing, Jake and him
it's
saying so good looking,
It's
huh?
a little warmer up here. It's a little warmer up
Big
here.
Brother Jake Horner on the controls. Needs to control his laughter, though.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Carlo said yeah.
I meant, yeah, you're looking good.
Did I just gaslight you
No,
like Rob
my
Pelinka did a certain GM?
Oh, my God. Listen, I can't take 2 first-round picks. He is a liability. He's a liability. If you tell anyone else about this, it's not happening because then you'll get 8 first-round picks, and that would be a reasonable trade.
Well, speak of the devil, devil. Speaking of, the Los Angeles Lakers are in town. Luka the Don is not playing tonight in this one, Carlo Jimenez, but there was a huge trade. I don't want to bury the lead any further. Where were you? What were your thoughts initially? Let's talk about it for 2 seconds.
Adam, I was ready to go to bed. I was in my hotel room in Toronto. I was like, got to get up early tomorrow.
What time was it there?
It was 12:45.
Was it the next day? Yeah.
Yeah. I was getting ready to go to bed, just finishing up my final little note cards that I do. And I didn't go to bed for another hour and a half after the news broke. So cost me a good amount of sleep.
As if Luka hasn't done enough of that to us.
Yeah. So you know what, Adam? The more I learn about how it went down, the more I just cannot believe it happened.
It's like an onion. The more you peel it, the more it stinks.
Like I figured, you know what, this makes no sense now, but at some point, you know what, we'll learn some information and it will make sense. No, I've learned some information, and all I've learned is it makes no sense.
Here's what I've come to. I think it's Occam's razor, the simplest answer. They really started to dislike Luka Doncic, the Dallas Mavericks, all while they were infatuated with Anthony Davis. therefore the trade somehow came together. They had the perfect partner. Of course, any team would take Luka Doncic, but they had a team that had Anthony Davis, who was sought after by the Dallas Mavericks, and there you have it.
That's awesome. I mean, it still doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense. I know everyone has talked about it 1,000 times, but here's what I understand. This will be the end of this.
Flesh it out.
But you're Rob Pelinka. I'm Nico Harrison. We're having a coffee in Dallas. And
Rob, do you want 2 sugars or what?
and you go, yeah. Would you ever think about trading Luka? And your response is, and this has been reported, you laughed as if that would never happen, right? And now I'm gonna do the trade.
Record scratch.
That's gonna convince me to do this trade. What?
I know.
What?
But Nico Harrison was the one guy who was willing to do it, and that's who the Lakers dealt with. And therefore, they now have a 25-year-old top 3 player in the game in Luka Doncic. But the Clippers will not be seeing him tonight. They'll be taking on LeBron James still with the Lakers. But let's go back to the last game for the Clippers, where they would fall in Toronto, where you were 115 to 108 on Sunday. This Clippers team looked a little bit slow, a little bit lethargic out there, but also credit the Toronto Raptors. Yeah. I believe earlier today, they had the #1 defensive ranking over the last 10 games in the NBA, and they really made life difficult on the Clippers.
They did a really good job of playing a focused brand of basketball. We had talked about it, but they had won 5 in a row before losing their previous game and then playing the Clippers. So now they've won 6 of their last 7, and they had been playing really well at home. Our statistician, Chris Taylor, who was at home, not in Toronto, but still sending us notes because grind doesn't stop for Chris, who's currently got the binocs on, locked in on the floor. But letting us know, this is a Toronto team, Adam, that of their 11 wins at home, 7 of them came against teams 500 or better. So whatever you say about the team on the season as a whole, for some reason, when they're at Scotiabank Arena, they play a very, very high-level basketball. The Clippers saw that, especially in the third quarter. Toronto gets 17 fast break points in that quarter alone. And to me, Adam, it looked like the Clippers were a little tired in that game, settling for threes late in the third and the fourth, and that's understandable. I mean, they're playing 4 games in 4 different time zones before that Toronto game. It's an end of a 4-game road trip. You don't really go on the road except for one more time before the All-Star break. So you're kind of thinking this is the last road trip before we head to All-Star. A tough one for the Clippers, no doubt. Felt like both of their losses on that road trip, they were in a place to win that game, and it just slipped away from them. And in a West that we know is just so tightly packed, those sometimes feel a little harsher, but it's good perspective by the coaching staff to find a ways to try to motivate these guys and say, hey, let's just try to win 2 of 4 on this road trip or 3 of 4 on this road trip. I think you can't take those losses too hard if you're the Clippers, because in the long run, you're just going to burn yourself out.
And tonight, they have a great opportunity to take down a team that's right in front of them in the standings in the Western Conference. And they're fully healthy. Only guy they are missing is Cam Christie. Norman Powell is back. Chris Dunn is back for this team. Of course, Kawhi Leonard is playing tonight. Tip-off is just 47 minutes away. Clippers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And coming up next, Carlo Jimenez has his one-on-one conversation with the head coach in Toronto right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Yeah. Want to get a coffee?
Rob? I honestly think I get Jonathan, KD doesn't fit their timeline, but like if they wanted to go all in for this year and next, I think they got KD and they could turn into a contender. Yeah, but look how good KD still is. Like shooting over the top of guys, you don't need a ton of athleticism for that. I think he's actually 36. Rugby made the adjustment. I mean, KD has responded better from the Achilles than anyone in NBA history. Anyone. I would honestly think about making that move on the Rockets. I don't like the waiting for the perfect time. That's why I liked what San Antonio did. They're not going to wait for Wemby to be, let's wait till he gets to his prime. He's 27, 28. It's like, no, he's 21 now. You never know what happens with injuries. He's great now. Go for it. Go. Of course, they need to make one more move, but we'll see. Rudy Gay looked okay. He didn't look as good as KD. Clippers and Lakers from Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 45 minutes away. I'm Adam Moslin. This is the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. It is Clippers Countdown. Soon to come, we're going to have Tomer Azarly on. Plus, we'll go back in time in Clippers Rewind. But first, let's head back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. There was Coach Lou pregame with Carlo Jimenez as we're just about 43 minutes away from tip-off. Clippers and Lakers in the Battle of Los Angeles round 2. No Luka Doncic tonight for the Lake Show. Still have a guy by the name of LeBron James out there. Clippers fully loaded. Should be a good one here tonight, Clipper Nation. Coming up next, we'll go back in time to a former matchup between these two squads. You're listening to Clippers Countdown on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Here's the thing, Jonathan. It's like, well, yeah, sure, they would like to get a young star. Who's available? Who are they getting? If KD's available now, and I see a legit 2-year window, they're still going to have picks. They're still going to have young guys on the team, even if it doesn't work. I would seriously consider it. You're a top 2 team in the West now. I mean, the other side of that is we believe we have a 7-year window because we're a top 2 seed in the West, but they rarely are ever that long. I did get a haircut. Thanks, DDDD Jackie. Yeah, I'd probably give, I mean, after what Luka got, I would think a first-round pick and like Şengün could get it done. Obviously, it would take more because KD makes a lot, but guys on the back end to add in. Thanks, Rugby. I don't think, like, the outrage of the Dallas Mavericks trade, I think, tells you how rare something like that is. So for everybody to go, well, that means anyone can be available. It's like, no. It was Nico Harrison, one guy. It only takes one guy, but I don't know if there's any more of those guys left that would get policed like that. Clippers and Lakers from Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland. We got tip-off for you just about 41 minutes away. Welcome back. It's the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. This is Clippers Countdown. Still to come, we'll get to your player to watch. But first, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind, back to October 22nd of 2019. The first Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix that some said was just a remake of Taxi Driver. Okay. I mean, nothing's new under the sun. Simpsons did it. It was still good. I haven't seen the second one. That was out of the box office. The Truth Hurts by Lizzo was leading the Billboard charts. And after a summer of huge moves by both LA teams, it was the Clippers and Lakers opening night of the NBA season.
And be the first to hear about special offers, college nights, free shuttles for campus and more. Sign up at Clippers.com/college rush. Clipper Nation, don't miss out on a limited edition Derrick Jones Jr. bobblehead presented by US Bank. Get tickets for our matchup with the Pistons March 5th. Arrive early for your chance to score this big collectible. Secure your seats today at Clippers.com/tickets. And speaking of tickets, single game tickets are on sale with select games starting as low as $29. Head to Clippers.com/tickets to grab your seats. Come back and cheer on your Clips.
Kawhi had 30. Lou Williams had 21 off the bench, and the Clippers would win in their first game of the 2-1-3 era, even without Paul George, 112-102 over LeBron and AD in their first game together as Lakers. Anthony Davis, now a member of the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic with the Lakers, but not available tonight. Clippers and Lakers tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off 39 minutes away. Coming up next, your player to watch right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Did the Luka trade? I don't know. Did you see what Sacramento got for De'Aaron Fox? I think it did. I think it did set the market a little bit. Everybody's going to bring that up when there's a trade, when these GMs are talking. I think a first in Şengün would get you KD. You got to add some other guys for salary, but I think it might. Blue. You guys want Blue on timeout? Dan West hit him pretty hard. All right, he's in a timeout. So's Jake. He just doesn't know it yet. Jake shook his head like, timeout? Jake's looking at me like he's going to throw me out of here like GJ Jazzy Jeff. I don't love that for Dallas. Seems like it's about saving money. Huh? What? I get what you're saying there. One's taller. There are some similarities. Were they both wearing a headband? I think Şengün could be traded. It's just Jalen Green can't be traded, I thought. Clippers and Lakers from Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 36 minutes away. What up, Clipper Nation? I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, we got Tomer Azarly coming on from Clutch Points, plus your injury report. But first, I got an idea tonight. Let's see. Anthony Davis is now in Dallas, and yet the last time they played the Lakers, Big Zoo against AD had 21 and 19. So what can he do tonight against Jackson Hayes and the crew? Big Zoo should be able to dominate and detonate. The Lakers will pick up a big man, but they don't have one right now here at Intuit Dome. They're not going to have him in the next 36 minutes here. I want to see Big Zoo have another 20-20 performance and dominate the paint. And that means if the Lakers go small, he can't get beat down the floor by his opposition, his smaller man. He's got to run hard, but if he does run hard, make sure you feed him on the other end. Make sure Big Zoo is involved on the offensive end. Him playing 40 minutes against Toronto on Sunday and only getting up 11 shots, that is criminal to me. That's not good enough. They got to find Big Zoo early and often. Big Zoo, my player to watch tonight against the Lakers. Tip off 35 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Coming up next, your injury report. I'm Adam Osland, and this is Clippers Countdown right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Ooh, looks like Embiid might have a game winner. They're up 1 on Dallas. How are they only up 1? Is Paul George playing, Chris? Is Paul George playing? No? It sounded like they didn't think they'd be able to afford to pay Quentin Grimes, and that's why they did it. They didn't want to pay him. It's not like, guys, last year at this time, this is what's so crazy. We're all praising Nico Harrison because he brought in P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford, and they became the best defense leading into the playoffs. Yes, for everyone, oh, Luka doesn't play defense. He and Kyrie are food. Well, somehow they still had the best defensive rating over the last 20 games heading into the playoffs, and it helped them get to the finals. So how bad can they be? Nico Harrison's made good moves. That's what makes it more compounding.
There's a lot of people and things in this world that will get in your way, but there's nothing that you cannot do.
I did have a child, so I was a mother. There's touring services that were available. Had it not been for that, I would not make it.
No matter which direction you choose to go, California Community Colleges will help you get there. Apply now. Visit icangotocollege.com today to get started.
Listen up, everyone. I'm going to show you how to make waves.
Just like the ocean.
We make waves.
Clippers and Lakers from Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 32 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown. Coming up, I should probably text him and remind him. Oh, no, he just showed up. My bad. I was hating on Tomer Azarly, and then he just walked up on me like this. Yeah, now Jake is filling him in. I was about to text him and remind him, and he's right on time, and it's my fault. It's always my fault. All right, let's talk about the injury report here before we get to Tomer. It's brought to you by Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code KLAC to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. For the Lakers, they don't have Maxi Kleba. He might not be playing the rest of the season. He had a surgically repaired right foot. Luka Doncic is out with the calf injury. Has had him missing a slew of games for the Dallas Mavericks. He could be back on Saturday with the Lakers. Gabe Vincent is probable tonight. No Cam Reddish is out for personal reasons. LeBron, he's playing tonight. Clippers, the only guy they're missing is Cam Christie. Lakers will be missing Max Christie, who's now a member of the Dallas Mavericks. But Chris Dunn is back for your Los Angeles Clippers after missing the last handful of games. And Norman Powell after missing the last game in Toronto, where they would fall on Sunday 115 to 108. He's back. Storm Norman Powell. I mean, that's another part of the argument for him being an all-star, right? He misses a game. They have Kawhi. They have James Harden. They don't have Norm. They lose in Toronto. Clippers looking to bounce back tonight against the Lakers. Tip-off 31 minutes away. Up next, Tomer Azarly from Clutch Points. I'm Adam Moslin, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Yeah, Yabusele. If the 76ers can't pay him this summer, then they should trade him. They won? Somebody's screen froze, so I didn't see that winning play. What up, Tomer?
How late am I?
You're not late at all.
Oh, yeah?
I'm early.
You don't want to text me? Everybody, how you doing? How you doing? Everything good?
Good to see you, Doc.
Good, you as well.
I'm good. You good?
Oh, we're live. I forgot you do this too.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Hi, chat.
should have let you know.
How's it going, chat? I always want to say that. Hey, chat, what do you think about Adam's haircut? I dig it.
You know, I've gotten a lot of compliments, even from Big Brother Jake, and that's hard.
I dig it. I dig it.
Thanks, bro.
Jake's a little critical.
Oh, little? Was it a little of a bad trade for Luka? Let's go. Let's go. This is TNT. I totally forgot this is TNT game tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, why is this
I was looking for Brian Seaman earlier. I wanted to talk to him about Luka. We had hope that someday he could be a Clipper.
I mean, don't rule it out, but don't rule it in either at this point.
Someone's saying hi, Tomer Burner. What's that about?
Is that my there's a Tomer Burner account that changed it to like Busy Bones or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. He changed it. And I was kind of offended. I prefer Tomer's Burner.
I'd be offended.
Oh.
I am offended.
Never found out who that guy was. He took a photo of me at a game one time.
There's one guy in here called AI Adam.
Is that you, just AI? Okay.
There's a commercial that's used for me that they made it with AI for 570, and it sounds like me. So,
wow.
Clippers taking on the Lakers here at the Dome. The Dome is home. Welcome back into Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Moslin. Still to come, we'll get to an NBA out-of-town scoreboard as we're just about 28 minutes away from tip-off. Join the show right now is our friend from Clutch Points. It is Tomer Azarly. Find him on X at TomerAzarly. Tomer, what's good?
I don't know. It's been a whirlwind of a day. I will tell you that much. I got up at 7 a.m. today. Hit the Luka Doncic press conference.
Yeah, but what time did you go to bed?
4 a.m.
Ooh,
yeah,
working on 3 hours.
Crazy. A little less than that. Yeah, I left my place at 6:50. So
okay.
Yeah, and then went to talk to Patty Mills and Drew Eubanks. Got a little work done here at Intuit since I live an hour away. Decided to stay here.
The real big trade.
Yeah, so I will have been at Intuit for about 12 hours by the time this game is done.
Putting in that big work. Again, Tomer Azarly of Clutch Points.
I got a round of applause over here from Jake.
Well, if I applauded, I'm too close to the microphone. It's too hot right now, obviously, and it would pick it up really loudly. And look, Big Bro's enough. I mean, what more do you need? If Big Bros are proving you, Big Bros for you, who can be against you?
I appreciate
That's how I spin it. All right, let's talk about the Clippers move. You know what? Let's talk about Luka Doncic. Let's talk about it. Where were you? What was your initial reaction? Was it like Coach Lou who said pregame, yeah, I thought it was fake too?
I'm going to tell you a very funny story. I'm trying to be brief here. It might not sound believable, but it very much is. So my friends and I were playing NBA 2K.
There's a lot to this. It doesn't sound believable.
I hadn't seen my best friends in a minute. You know, work, kids, and everything. So we finally got together. Finally found time. We always, when we get together, we try to play 2K and we try to play like a season, like a regular season against the team. So we picked. They're all Laker fans, so we picked the Lakers, and we kept losing on the smoke. So we're like, one of my buddies was like, okay, we're all gonna pick one player, put him on the Lakers.
Oh my gosh.
One of the guys chose Luka.
Oh my gosh.
And we played a game and a half, and I actually got 4 phone calls, and my phone was on mute. I didn't see it. And the fourth one I finally felt, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So I answered, and then I saw what happened. And this is an hour and a half after we started
You
playing. With
2K'd it into existence. This is on
Dude,
you.
this is 100% true. I don't even know. I was speechless.
Wait, they let the trade go through on 2K? I kept hearing that it was rejected on 2K.
Okay, so this was an executive decision. We just said, Luka's here, Wemby's here, Durant's here. We just
Wow.
put it in place. We ended up winning the game.
So
but
Luka will be good on the Lakers. Is that what you're saying?
that's what my 2K sources are telling me. Still TBD in real life, but no, I mean that was insane. That was just absurd. It's still honestly to this day unbelievable. I've never in my 10, 11 years covering basketball now seen a trade that is so widely shocked every single person from league personnel, fans, media, behind the scenes agents, players. Like everyone is just shell shocked, top to bottom.
Except
I've
for the
never
one
seen that.
guy. Except for the one guy that matters who pulled the trigger on the trade, Nico Harrison. What's the best rationale you could come up with for making this move from the Mavs perspective?
The best rationale. I mean, there's definitely some things that we don't know about what kind of happened and what broke down. I mean, in looking at again, I was there today for Luka's intro press conference. I mean, that was a guy who was actually trying to be happy that he's on a team like the Lakers.
He looked a little
but
downtrodden.
very, very much sad. Very much. I don't want to use the word depressed, but he was very down about the fact that he was with the Mavs. Like I don't know why they did that. When he was asked about the rumor that he might have turned down the extension because he wanted to go somewhere, he immediately shook his head and said no, no, no. So that was shocking. I really don't know what the rationale is. I guess look, Anthony Davis is a great player. He's also 6 years older than Luka. I saw something from Wendy that the Lakers may have wanted to build around Kyrie, which is a different timeline. And I mean, I don't even know if do timelines really matter when you have like the third best player in the league or the top 3 player in the league. I don't think timelines matter. He's already a top 3 player in the league. He just took you to the finals. I mean, look, I think there's been reports or talk that he maybe likes to drink a little bit more than they would have liked or something like that. But if he was that great, was doing what he was doing, like I don't know. I can't really understand the rationale there. I've tried. It's really hard to justify it. I mean, this is an all-world generational talent. Again, all-world, like internationally, he's got an incredible fan base that, honestly, and I feel bad for Mavs fans. This is they've been going through it, and there's a lot of words like betrayal or those kind of words thrown around, and I feel for him. That's tough because I think Luka's first year was also Dirk's last year, so it felt like a passing of the torch from a 20-year guy to Germany to play with the Mavs into the Slovenian guy who would now play through the rest of his career with the Mavs. And he thought he was going to retire there. They thought they were going to have a statue at the end of the day. So, and unfortunately, that did not pan out.
Well, let's go back to the Clippers. They brought in Drew Eubanks. They brought in Patty Mills. Who do you expect to be more impactful on this Clippers team? Is Drew Eubanks going to be a better backup big than what we saw from Mo Bamba?
I mean, I think that's tough. I think I haven't seen enough of Drew to really tell. I mean, I know he can hit the corner 3 ball. He's got a solid
he's taking 50
interior
game.
I mean, I don't know. No, but I think last year he did shoot a decent percentage from 3 in the corners. But and he's got a solid interior game, a good hook shot, left, right, whatever. So he's a guy who can help. I don't know how much, and you really just need someone to spell Zoo for 10 minutes a game, if that. I think once the playoffs come around, like you either go small or Zoo will play like 40 minutes, so it's not really going to matter. But yeah, I mean, I think Drew would be good, and I think Patty Mills just has a veteran leadership about himself that I think this team could only use. He spoke very highly today about this team and said, I haven't really talked to anyone about my role, but the biggest thing I'm focused on is how can I be a professional? How can I help this team in any way possible? It's just bringing the best out of me to help bring the best out of everyone else. And so I think it was a great interview today by him.
I thought you had some great questions. You got some interesting answers out of him with what he likes to do, his hobbies. Very introspective, a different type of guy.
Yeah. I would not have guessed that he's indigenous Australian, and he obviously a 16-year NBA vet. It's tough to connect with your homeland identity given that you're so far away all the time. And he talked about how he likes to make traditional foods and do some singing, play some guitar, and do all those kind of things that connect with your culture. And I think that's really cool. Again, being so far away from home, it's very easy to lose that connection. And I think it's very very cool that he has maintained that, and I would say even strengthened it with his family. And you know, he always plays in the Olympics, so he's always repping Australia. So there's a very you know, a strong national representation from him. I think he's very proud to be Australian. So yeah, I honestly really someone that I've watched for a minute. Anytime we've seen Phoebe Patty, he's going for like 30 points in international games. So just excited to have someone like that around against someone who's been. He was with Nico when you know they were kids back in the day. Played with James for like a quick stop, and was with
Brooklyn.
Kawhi obviously when they won the championship. He had a hell of a season when he that finals run when they won in 2014. So yeah, just a great vet to have, and I'm looking forward to see getting to know the guys.
All right, let me ask you this: do you expect the Clippers to make a move or two more before the Thursday trade deadline at noon?
I mean, I think there's still look. They sent two players out in Mo and PJ, and they brought in two, and so that roster spot that they probably would like to give Jordan Miller is currently not there. Um,
He's about to be out of days.
yeah,
Tonight.
if he can, is it tonight?
I think it's tonight. Jordan Miller is out of two-way days.
Yeah, so if he, if the Clippers are able to find a move for Bones, for example, a guy who probably should be playing somewhere else, probably should get a chance, but unfortunately that chance is just not here. It's just not, the minutes aren't there for him. I still think he can probably contribute and show that he can play and develop a bit, but it's just unfortunately just won't be here. So if they can find a place that makes sense for him, maybe they don't take back any salary or any player, they're able to convert Jordan Miller into a standard regular season contract or standard NBA contract, excuse me. Then we can kind of see where they go from there. But I think for the most part, this is probably the team they have. I know there's been some rumors about some buyout guys, and they'll definitely see who's out there in the market. I think you have to. You'd be, not doing your job if you weren't doing that. But, usually buyout guys aren't the ones who are saving your season or anything. They're kind of just like seventh, eighth guys who maybe compliment you a little bit here and there. So, yeah, I mean, I still think, by the end of this trade deadline, we'll probably see Bones moved and open up a spot, hopefully. But, yeah, for this team, for the most part, is who they are. That's probably who they'll be past the deadline.
How big of a contest is this tonight against the Lakers? Just the second time they're playing this season right now.
I mean, this is a team you play 4 times, team in your division, and it's the Lakers and Clippers. That being said, you're probably not gonna play this Lakers team down this many guys. Kleba's not here. Luka's obviously dealing with the injury, trade pending, whatever. So you got to take advantage of this. You win this game, you have 2-0 in the season series with 2 left back at the Crypt. So at worst, you end up with a 2-2 tie in the season series. But again, for playoff seeding in a conference where I don't know what the standings are, but I think everyone is pretty close to one another as far as standings wise.
Clippers right behind the Lakers, I believe, currently the 5 and 6
it's
spots.
incredibly close. Yeah. So like the Clippers are a 1 game behind the Lakers right now, who are 1 game behind or a half game behind the Nuggets. Clippers are a game. Yeah. So like every one of these matter. The division record right now, 7-3 for the Lakers versus 6-3 for the Clippers. So this is the Clippers would have a better division record if they win this game, which is going to be very important come tiebreaker time. So these division games, there's no sugarcoating how important these games are. You got to win these games.
He is Tomer Azarly of Clutch Points. Follow him on X at Tomer Azarly. Tomer, great work as always. Enjoyed your questions earlier to Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills, my guy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Coming up next, we'll get to an NBA out-of-town scoreboard as we are just 17 minutes away from tip-off here at Intuit Dome. Clippers and Lakers, Battle of Los Angeles, round 2 for this season. I'm Adam Moslin, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Tomer's a good one. Wish I could say the same for Jake. Did you hear? Jake, cut my mic.
You want to get humbled? I'll humble you.
Was there a trade that was made, guys? Did I miss something? Chad, you got to alert me to these things. I don't see anything.
You saw no slide, right?
No slide?
No slide tonight.
Thank you. About time somebody tells me that. Oh, JJ the boys said, humble him, big bro. Trust me. Trust me, it happens often. The Big Brother Jake Hive is out tonight. I was actually turning this around to see the starters come out, but I guess you're
The
just.
star came out here.
Good couple questions, bro.
I thought the first one was interesting.
It was good. I honestly was listening. I was like, what's the record there? I might replay that. Clippers taking on the Lakers. Tip off 15 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Still to come, back to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. But first, let's get to your drive around the league, brought to you by Toyota's electrified lineup, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, all electrics, and even fuel cell electric vehicles. So you can choose exactly the type you need for your lifestyle. We make it easy. In Philly, man, the Sixers would win 118-116 over the depleted for now Dallas Mavericks, who still got 34 from Kyrie Irving. But Tyrese Maxey had 33 and 13 assists. He currently leads the league in total points scored this season and helped the 76ers get a 118-116 victory at home over the Mavericks. Late third quarter in Chi-Town. Heat 97, Bulls 94. Tyler Hero's an all-star for a reason. He's got 20 and 7, and they still got 13 minutes left to play in that one. In fact, now they are up by 4. 4:30 left. 4.5 minutes left in Toronto, where the Knicks lead 110-107 over the Raptors. Carl Anthony Towns has 25 and 18 boards. Knicks leading by 3, under 5 minutes left there. One more for you. Big game in Cleveland where the Celtics lead the Cavaliers 99-95 with 5 minutes left. Jason Tatum with 21 and 6. Donovan Mitchell Spida has 29, 10 and 6, but his team trails by 4 with just under 5 minutes left now. Coming up next, back to your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
What am I listening to?
The truth. I got a smirk out of Jake from that.
Where are the... LA Strong.
Guys, what should I ask Carlo next? Listener submitted questions.
Yeah, do it. Only listener submitted questions. Though.
Oh,
I don't want any questions.
Are you
from
sure?
Adam. Yeah, only.
All right.
I'll answer them all.
Guys, what should I ask Carlo?
Some of my answers might be I forgot. So.
All right, Coach Lou.
Chris Dunn back in business, baby. Oh, I was wrong about Jordan. Did you already ask someone about it?
I brought it up with Tomer on the air. I've been lied to again.
No.
This is the second time, like in 2 weeks.
I talked to
Carlo.
Matt.
He gives me that misinformation, and I just spew it out there.
I was 1 game off.
End up looking like a fool.
I was 1 game
One game
off.
is everything.
No, it's not. I was still right about the concept.
So he's at 49.
Yeah, from my understanding.
All right, guys. Jordan Miller has 1 more game where he's available. But after tonight, that's it. Right? 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 Right?
Any good questions?
Yeah. Why are you lying to Adam Carlo? Oh, this is an interesting question right here.
I don't.
Who's are you going to be in the next X-Men movie?
I can't answer that.
Who do you guys think you think he looks like James Marsden or whatever who played Cyclops?
Cyclops.
Well, the, the glass. Cyclops is badass. Who do you want to be? Beast. Clippers taking on the Lakers. Here at Intuit Dome, tip-off is just under 11 minutes away. I'm Adam Moslin. Coming up here, we'll get to your keys to victory, but first, back over to Carlo Jimenez. So, Carlo, without Luka tonight for the Lakers, might be back on Saturday. With Anthony Davis now in Dallas, who do the Clippers have to be aware of playing big for this Lakers squad?
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron. Austin Reeves has been playing well as of late, Adam. He's averaging 20 points on 50% from the field in his last 10. So they have to be aware of him. But other than that, this is a team right now that has struggled with offensive creators. Now, that obviously will change once they get Luka back in the lineup. But their only creator on offense who can really do it by himself is LeBron at this point of their roster. So the Clippers have to hone in on LeBron. Of course, we know Kawhi Leonard's not a bad defender. He won 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. So not too worried about that one when Kawhi's on the floor. And how do the Clippers look defensively with Chris Dunn back? We talked about it with Ty Lue. I did a little bit of digging in the numbers. The Clippers slid 5 spots when Chris was off the team in their defensive rating. So he definitely does a lot for them on that side of the ball. And I think he could be a big disruptor in this game. This is a J.J. Redick offense that likes to pass and cut a lot. They want to make things complicated for defenses. I think the Clippers can do a very good job with their great one-on-one defenders in slowing down the Lakers.
So the Clippers get back a guy I believe should be an all-star in Norman Powell, and maybe furthered his case the fact they lost to Toronto without him.
Yeah.
But we expect a big game from him tonight. Now, my player to watch is Ivica Zubac.
Oh.
Carlo, who's your player to watch for the Clippers?
Adam, you're just really taking risks these days. I mean,
What?
the Lakers don't have a 5. They don't have a 5. Who am I going to pick?
Carlo,
Who am I going to pick?
just say it's a good pick. There's another way to do it. Just say it's a good pick.
Or
Mark.
go out on a limb. Go out on a limb.
I am out on a limb.
Take someone who's not playing.
He's
a
got
non-factor.
He's got long arms like their limbs, Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, he only had 20 and 19 last time against Anthony Davis. Now they don't have Anthony Davis. Wow, that is productive reasoning right there.
Who do you got?
I got Norman Powell.
Jason Preston? Like, who are you going with? You got Norman Powell?
I got Norman Powell.
Oh, wow.
I got Norman Powell.
That's a big pick for you.
I know.
How many points are we talking?
29.
29.
29 for Norman Powell.
Stormer Norman Powell.
And a win. That is my prediction. I just think Norman Powell gonna have, without Max Christie on the other end for this Laker team, they are missing some key defensive players. Now, of course, Anthony Davis is their backline defense, but in terms of on-ball defense, Christie had been their 1A defender, Adam. So now you miss your 1A big, your 1A defender on the wing. This is going to be a Clipper team where swing on Norman Powell's getting guarded by the third best defender on the other team. That's a bucket.
I'm about to change my pick. No, I'm not. I got Big Zoo.
Thank you.
Carlo has got you. Coming up for tip-off in 7 minutes from now. Here at Intuit Dome, it's the Clippers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. But up next, we'll get to your keys to victory right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
We didn't do any questions from the chat.
Oh, what did you want me to ask you?
Whatever the chat asked.
They asked about hair product, and someone called
You got some good hair products.
Someone called you Carl's hair product compared to Adam's.
Guys, look at this strong hold. I need to get whatever that is. My hold is not strong. Look at this.
I think my stuff comes from Australia or something.
What is this? What's going on here?
Patty Mills' hair product.
Shout out Big P.
I think it's called The Dew or something like that. But yeah. Is the amnesty clause still a thing?
Oh, Adam's got fans, everyone. Oh, no, I get to take over.
It ain't Carlo.
Now I get to take over the chat. So, guys,
Your keys to victory. Next.
what are we doing here? Should we run the offense through Zoo? Yeah, we should, honestly. We should run the offense through Zoo, especially tonight. Coloco, their backup 5. Look, I watched Christian Coloco win a Pac-12 championship. So I'm not going to say it's just like somebody you could walk through. Now in the NBA, he has not had the same amount of success. Who's winning the big game? You talking the Super Bowl? I hope neither team wins the Super Bowl. I hope neither team wins the Super Bowl, Nico. But I've had to pick.
Niners fan.
I hope the Eagles win. I don't want either. Why is it so hard to open pack?
Carlo's such a hater. He hates on the Doncic
Uh,
trade.
AI
He
Carlo.
hates on Big Bro. He hates
Patty
on
and Eubanks are available tonight. Will they play? I don't know. The legend, Jonathan Eng.
It would be Crocodile Slime from Australia, my guy.
Is Eubanks playing minute? He could play a minute.
I think he plays tonight.
What do you think about Adam Sayre? Sharp and spiky, dangerous. Are we dating?
Not yet.
Guys, let's not get too personal, okay?
The workplace stuff can get tricky, guys.
Yeah, we don't want to get in
HR.
trouble. Oh, that was fun.
Clippers and Lakers tip off 5 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Coming up, we got Carlo Jimenez on the call, but first, let's get to your keys to victory. Clippers have to take care of the basketball. One way to let a team that's at the talent disadvantage jump over you and pull ahead of you is by making it too easy and letting them get into their offense. And hey, there were 17 fast break points in the third quarter last time out in Toronto by the Raptors that really did in the Clippers when they pulled away in that second half. Clippers also, of course, have to get Big Zoo involved early and often, not just because he's my player to watch, but like Carlo Jimenez said, they don't have AD. Jackson Hayes is starting tonight. And if AD couldn't stop Big Zoo, really, who can? Coming up next, Carlo Jimenez on the call. Clippers and Lakers here at Intuit Dome. It's the Battle of Los Angeles, and we got tip-off for you right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Is Kelly Johnson in here?
Kelly?
What
The
up,
legend?
Kelly?
Kelly! We miss you!
You never show up to games anymore. What's up with that?
Kelly's got the best vlog in the game, bro.
He
Keep
does.
Kelly's vlogs.
It's thorough.
It's fire.
All right, y'all. We'll talk to you post-game. Be good. Don't be like Jake.